Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again. There are a lot of issues in this country which over time most people have pretended as if those issues are not existing. But surprisingly, the vice president has acknowledged the fact that this country is tilting towards breakdown. It's tilting towards breaking, splitting. You understand? If things are not things that are meant to be done are not done, those cracks will surely result to the breakdown of this country. And according to the news, the Vice President Yemi Osinbajo has said that Nigeria may break up if efforts are not made to address the cracks. He said efforts to mend the crack may be opposed, but such opposition will be defeated with focus and consistent prayers. Osinbajo gave the warning on Sunday in Abuja at an interdenominational church service to commemorate Nigeria's 60th independence anniversary. The vice president was represented by the secretary to the government of the federation, Boss Mustafa, at the National Ecumenical Center, where an anniversary service was held. Sorry for that. In attendance were representative of the Senate President Ahmed Lawan, Speaker of the House of Representatives Femi Gbajabiamila, Head of Service of the Federation Folashade Yemi Esang, permanent secretaries, military officers, members of the diplomatic community, and other senior government officials. Referencing the biblical story of how Nehemiah championed the rebuilding of the broken walls of Jerusalem, Osinbajo said, and I quote, he said, the story should be a challenge to every Christian in Nigeria. It's only that kind of Nehemiah love that will make us as Nigeria to rebuild the cracks we have in our world today. For us in Nigeria, Nehemiah should be taken as a metaphor for those Nigerians who either reside in Nigeria or outside to cry to God to use the abandoned opportunities in Nigeria to address our challenges of nation building. Fortunately for us, our walls are not yet broken, but there are apparent cracks that could lead to a break if not adequately addressed. Nehemiah stated with fervent prayers, seeking the face of God, and pleaded with his king to allow him to return to Jerusalem to rebuild the broken walls, because the walls signifies peace, security, contentment, and prosperity. It represents the essence of the state of the nation. There, there's an urgent need for a Nehemiah in our country, Nigeria, today. Unlike Nehemiah faced opposition in his effort to rebuild the wall, any Nigerian that desires to rebuild Nigeria must also be ready to face stiffer opposition, which will come in torrents. It can only be diffused by consistent focus and prayer. The vice president, however, expressed optimism that the 60th independent anniversary could herald a rebirth in Nigeria, saying no group is more prepared for this task than our religious bodies. The president of the Christian Association of Nigeria, Dr. Samson Ayokunle, in his sermon titled The Crucial Need to Attain Greatness at 60, stressed the need for justice, which he said would bring peace, tolerance, and love. For us all to be on the same page, have a sense of belonging, and be happy, the doctrine of equality, that is equal access to employment, governance, and education, must be available to all. The principle of inclusivity must be adopted. Nobody or region must be excluded from the scheme of things in Nigeria, the pastor said. All right, and this is interesting because I am so happy that the vice president have accepted the fact that in Nigeria right now they are not just cracks, they are visible cracks that even the international community can see it. If you go on social media and you hear what is ongoing, you will know that the cracks are almost pulling down the walls. And before now, we are talking about secession coming from Biafra, and everybody were ranting and talking and crying out, and some were pleading that they shouldn't get out of Nigeria. But guess what? we have now seen another group of people who believe that they are powerful enough and they can succeed. And these people are Oduduwa, that's the Yorubas. They feel that at this point, we have the manpower, we have the space, we have the intelligence, we have the leadership skill, we have the human resources that can make us stay on our own. After all, Ghana, it's a small country with not even up to the population of the southwest. Southwest is about 55 million people are there, you know. So looking at all of that, it's glaring that things are not going right. But guess what? The truth of the matter here is they it's wrong to cry over spilled milk, yes, but sometimes it's good to make reference to what happened. How did we get here? The truth about when this administration came on board, one of the key things Nigerians were hoping they were going to do was to be proactive, not reactive. Proactive in the sense that when you came on board and you saw some existing issues staring at our face, though especially issues that borders on marginalization, issues that border by exclusivity, people, some groups, some regions seems to be, they are excluded from development. We saw issues like insecurity and all of that. It was right, or it would have been right, for them to be proactive enough to put some checks on ground and see how, not fighting those people and not trying to continue to affirm that problem, but to proffer solution. And that proffering solution will require dialogue, a coming together of the entirety of Nigeria and see how we can fix this. And guess what? The previous administration did something like that during the I think 2012 national confab, where a lot of things from different regions, six political zones, geopolitical zones, were all represented in that national confab, and they proffered some solution. Now, expectation was that when this government came on board, those particular things that were prescribed, or sorry, that were pinned down, it would have been harnessed, they fixed it, and then we'll be smiling by now. But unfortunately, we kept quiet and they said, well, it was coming from PDP. They dropped it. And when they dropped it, today we are facing we are getting to a point where it seems that these whole issues can't be fixed again. I tell you the whole truth. It can't be fixed again. Imagine we had one on ground talking about Biafra. Now we have two. Insecurity is worse. Just recently, I heard that this guy was attacked. The governor of Borno State was attacked. Bulam was attacked some days ago. Good number of our military lost their lives. If we thought maybe that was just there, but hey, another attack has gone to him again. Just to show you that these guys are dead devils. They want to see how they can crumble Nigeria, and so that our sovereignty will be nothing to write home about. It's a wake-up call. Prayer, thumbs up. The religious guys can do the prayer. But I feel that everyone who have the privilege of being in this administration can look inwards and see how we can fix issues. Corruption is up there. Insecurity is up there. We're about celebrating our 60th birthday. Some want to get to 60 years, as at that time you must have fixed a lot of things. I think that the government needs to sit down. Buhari, this is his last tenure in office. He's been able to give us a superb election in Edo State, and we're craving for the same thing to happen in Ondo State, and even in 2023. Now, apart from that, this issue of insecurity must be faced seriously. There are some other cracks that are there. Call the bodies, for example, these decisions that we have been hearing. Let the two people be called upon. Talk to them one on one. Get them involved. Set up some kind of, for example, Southwest Development Commission, Southeast Development Commission. Allow it to strive. Make sure you push in monies into those areas and do the needful, so that even when some persons will say, this country cannot work, it can work, it cannot work, based on the things that they have seen on ground, they will know that, the current administration is working hard to ensure that this country works well. Look at what just happened, what the Northerners are saying right now. They say the leadership should go to the South. Why? They're trying to see how they can appease the situation so that everyone should be involved. Let us look for a particular geopolitical zone that have not led this country before. They have qualified people, and that's Southeast. I'm hearing issues about Southwest and all of that. That's not important. Let them understand that Southeast have not led for once. Give them a chance to lead this country. Let them come to the point where they are involved in it. And by the time they get involved and see the difficulties that are staring at our faces, they will understand that, hey, this country has gone very far. We need to sit back together and fix it. I still believe that something can be done. Yeah, we know there are some persons, for example, Biafra, those ones are like adamant and they are saying, hey, they want out. We don't want anything. Don't want to hear anything and all of that. But let's do our best. Let every leader tries to be proactive. Look at the issue that we are having on ground right now. It's the issue of insecurity. It's now against leaders. Bullion has been attacked. Guess what? Some other person can be attacked. Who knows? He was lucky, he wasn't killed. But who knows what will happen next time when these guys come hunting against any other governor? We need to wake up, and that waking up should be to fix those cracks. Those who need to pray should pray. But there are people who need to roll out the stone. There are people who need to fix this thing. You need to come to that point where you realize that this is what should be done, and you make it glaring to the public that this is how far we want to go, and you begin to walk towards it. This country, I believe so well that if something is done, this a lot of issues that we are having right now can be fixed neatly without giving into a lot of things. However, that's where I would like to leave it. Just go to